Okay, so that's the end of this turn then. And now we come to the next turn, and again we start with Leo, I would suggest. And we simply go on and try to grab as many items as possible. So the Holy Cross is pretty cool. Gain +2 will during combat encounters. So that's definitely something we would like to have. So let's roll again. And these are 2 successes. So that's pretty cool because we can now take this thing without taking a depth marker. And then we can do this personal action here. And wait a second, first we have to replace this thing here with bandages. We can do the personal action, and that would allow us to gain 1 ally if we are successful here. Yeah, wow, 3 successes, really cool. So now we can choose an ally. The Vatican Missionary. Gain +1 will. Or the Arcane Scholar. Yeah, it's an interesting question now. I think I will take the Vatican Missionary. I think this is better because, on the other hand, I already have this Holy Cross, which gives me +2. Interesting question. Anyway, I think I will take the Vatican Missionary. I think that's fine. Okay. So then we can replace this one, the Wireless Report. Okay. And now maybe in the next turn we will go away and try to attack here. But let's see about that. So then it's Trish Scarborough, and she's now here on that C space with the Eldritch Horror token, but she doesn't enter that space. So that means, yeah, we don't move onto a space, so that means we are not delayed. And so we can take 2 actions now. The first one will, if you do not have any clues, gain 1 clue. So that's definitely a thing we will do now, because then we can attack this deep one. Okay. And second thing is we can rest and regain 1 sanity. Okay, so that was her action. And then it's Diana Stanley, and she's still in Tokyo, and she probably wants to try to close that gate again. So let me see. I could try to. I got an influence of 2, so I could try to get this Arcane Scholar. Could be interesting. Why not? Would be helpful for her. So let's do that. That's bad. But I can take a bank loan anyway, and I will do this. And that gives me then the Arcane Scholar. Gain +1 lore. You may reroll 1 die when resolving a lore test. Okay. So that would give me a depth condition. But again, it says test influence. So we're going to do that as a second action now. Yeah, we were lucky here. So again, no more problems here. Fine. So, and then we come to the encounter phase again, and again it's Leo, and he's still in Buenos Aires. So let's see what happens to him again. Okay, that is number 3. So that's possibly an encounter we already had for him. Yeah, you sneak aboard a ship loaded with stolen antiquities, including an ancient stone tablet. So reading it, you gain 1 ritual spell, memorizing the words, and so on. So that means he's got to do a will test now. He's got a 3, and then the Vatican missionary gives him an additional 1. So now he's got a 4. And he can reroll 1 die. Yeah, we were successful here. We got a 6 here. I think it's now time to use my dice tray once again. Okay. So, and that gives me, yeah, we gain a ritual spell and nothing else happens. Okay, so this is conjuration, ritual, action, test, lore, +1. If you pass, you may gain 1 item or trinket asset from the reserve with value equal to or less than your test result. So basically that's a pretty cool card, especially for her with her lore of 4 +1. So that's amazing. She then had a lore of 5. But as we know, pretty soon all good cards from the reserve will be gone. By the way, we have here a 38 revolver, which is also pretty cool. Maybe we can try to get that in the next turn with him. But okay. And then it's yeah, it's Trish again, and now finally she will try to fight that deep one. So this is now this guy, and fighting is also a little different to the fighting in Arkham Horror. But still, first we have to do a horror test. So that means first we will test will. We got 2 will, and if we don't pass the test, we will lose 2 sanity. So let's see if we can do that. And we did pass the test, so no problems here. And then we have to fight that guy, and that means we have to do a strength test -1. So we can use our automatic, that gives us a 6, and so -1 is a 5. And if we lose, we take 1 damage. For each success, we will do a wound, and he has 2. He has 2 wounds. So the interesting point is now, you only fight 1 combat round against a monster in this game, and then the combat is over. That's different to Arkham Horror, where you either fight to the death or you can try to escape. But here you only fight 1 round, and then the monster keeps the wounds. That's how it usually works. In this case it's a little different, because it says the monster will ambush us somewhere. Here we go. Yeah, deep one monster ambushes him. And that means that after we did a fight round, the monster goes away again. So we have to kill it now. We have to do 2 successes, and if we don't do that, then we didn't defeat the monster. And by the way, we will subtract from our number of successes the number of damage the monster does, and the difference is what we take as damage. So let's imagine this monster would do 3 damage, and we would roll 2 successes. Then we could kill the monster because it can only take 2 wounds, but we would still take 1 damage ourselves because the monster would do 3 damage and we only had 2 successes. So yeah, okay. So let's see what happens. Nothing. Great. No success. Well, that's really great. Okay, so we take 1 wound. That's a pretty bad start. And that's it. The guy disappears again. Ah, fantastic. Well, we have to try again next turn. And then finally here, Diana Stanley. She will now try to close the gate in Tokyo again. So we draw another gate card here. And this is the Great Hall of Celiano. You are forbidden to enter the library unless you bear the necessary sigil. You draw the symbol to the best of your knowledge. Okay, this time we're a little better here. We have a 4 and a 5. So, yeah. We need a success, and we got 5 dice to do this. Let's see. That doesn't really count. Yeah, no problem at all. Okay. So, and now we can use this pass text. Otherwise, we had to use the fail text. So what does that say? After you enter the Great Hall, you realize you must have confidence in your actions so others do not suspect you of trespassing. Okay, and that is a problem because we are not very confident people. We only have 1 option to do this. Yeah, 1 will. So let's hope for the best here. Come on. Oh no, again. No success. If you fail, your fear gives you away and you are held captive. Become delayed. Ah, damn it. Again. Yeah. She's not doing good. Damn. Okay. Pretty bad situation now. Yeah. Okay, so next Mythos card. And this is another rumor now. So first we have to spawn clues. And that means now here we have to spawn 2 clue tokens. So this one will appear here on number 11, which is right here actually. And the other one is number 15, which is right next to it. Okay, cool. And then we got to see here. Stars aligned. A dozen unpleasant-looking strangers have settled into Panama with a large collection of astronomical reference books. There is something unique about this place and time that allows them to rip apart the fabric of reality. Ho, ho, ho. So, we got an ongoing effect again. As an encounter, an investigator on space 7 may attempt to find these strangers based on his observations of the stars. If he passes, he convinces La Policia to remove these strangers. He may spend clue tokens equal to half investigators to solve this rumor. Okay, the problem is, if this thing is triggered, the omen track is moved forward one step. So that's pretty bad. And so the rumor is placed here now. And that's it for now. Okay. So I suggest we do a last turn before we load this up. So again, we start with Leo, and well, he still might try to get something here. I mean, he could try to get the 38 revolver. So let's see. He's got again, he's got 3 influence. He messed that up, but then he can roll 1 again. Ah, damn it. So I wonder if I should take that damn thing anyway. With a bank loan. Oh. It's an interesting question. I mean, it's a good item. On the other hand, well, it will stay definitely until the next turn, because there's still 2 of these on the card. So I don't think that we have to hurry here. So I won't do that. I will not take another depth card. Instead, I will now move here to this area number 11, and that means I lose 1 sanity because there is this Eldritch token here, and it's the special ability of Cthulhu. Moves into a space containing an Eldritch token, he becomes delayed and loses 1 sanity. But as we've learned, if you enter during the action phase, your turn simply ends and you're not exactly delayed. So and then it's Trish Scarborough again, and well, she stays there obviously, and she will rest and gains then 1 stamina back. And well, is there anything else he could do or she could do? I don't know. Feed the mind. She's too bad in lore. So I think that's it. Yeah. That's it. Okay, she's done. And finally it's Diana Stanley. And well, she's delayed, so all she can do is stand up again, and that's it then. So, encounter phase. Now let's get interesting. If we're doing well during this phase, maybe we might be able to... Oh, damn. No, it's okay. It's all fine. Well, so first it's Leo again, and he has to try to get this clue token. I nearly forgot that I need to spend a clue token here. So that's he tries to get this clue token. Okay, so he's here in this sea space, and it says, in the middle of the night you see an army of deep ones climbing in and out of the water. So he's got a pretty good observation ability, a 3, but he's got to do a -1 test, so that's only 2 dice then. Ah, he did it. Very good. So that means if you pass, you wait until they're gone, and then search the area. Great. Gain the grotesque statue artifact. Okay. So, let's see, we have, these are the special artifacts here, and we can take the grotesque statue here. Okay, so this is simply a great card, because it says when you gain this card from the deck, gain 5 clues. Once per round you may spend 1 clue token to prevent all sanity loss from a single effect. So that is a fantastic card. 5 clue tokens, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is enough for the next time, I hope. That's really awesome. Okay, cool. And then, but actually this clue token remains here. The card didn't say you gain the clue token, but you gain this thing. So I think this clue token actually remains on the board. And then it's again Trish Scarborough, and she can try again to kill that that deep one. But first she's got to do a horror check again. And yeah, so that means she has a will of 2. So let's see. She didn't make it this time, so she loses 2 sanity, which is not good. And then, yeah, she will fight again, and she has 5 dice. So, yeah, this time she made it. Great, 2 successes, very good. So that exactly killed the deep one. And now what does that mean? If he defeats it, he may spend 1 clue token to place the Eldritch token on this card. At the end of the Mythos phase, if there are Eldritch tokens on this card equal to investigators solve the mystery, do not discard the Eldritch tokens from the game board. I see now. Okay, so basically that means I think that, yeah, no, I don't really get that. So wait a second, it says when this card enters play, each investigator places 1 Eldritch token on the nearest C space. Okay. So it's probably not, I find that a little confusing. Maybe they're not talking about all the other tokens that might be placed on the game board, because, yeah, that we're not supposed to discard these new tokens, because otherwise, place that Eldritch token on this card. So I think we can take this specific Eldritch token and place it on that card. Okay, fine. So I think if this card is then discarded, or this mystery is solved, then this Eldritch token also is going away. But in any case, that we have new Eldritch tokens might have shown up, the new ones would stay on the board. I think that's what we're talking about here. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Great. So that was, and if you notice, there we don't gain directly a reward or something. So there is no trophy or something that you normally gain in Arkham Horror. You simply kill that monster and that's it. And the reward was in this case that we could place that token here. And then Diana Stanley, she tries again to close that gate here. Let's hope for the best. So this is the future. You stand in Times Square, New York, but not as you know it. The streets are empty, the buildings have crumbled to dust. It appears that you will fail to save the world, and you try desperately not to fall into despair. So again we have a problem, because again we have to test will, and we are not good in doing so. Damn. Yeah, we did it! Who cares about the world? Okay. So, you get to your feet and find what is left of the central library. The books you find there prove useful. Close this gate. Very good. That is really great. So we're allowed to close that gate. Absolutely amazing. And again, this is something we don't take as a trophy. No gate trophies in this game. Okay. And, well, here we go. Deep in the basement of the library, you dig through the archives, searching for clues about the downfall of man. So we got to roll a test observe now, and we got 3 dice here. And yeah, again we're successful. Really good. If you pass, gain 2 clues. So that's pretty cool. Okay, I think that was pretty amazing. So yeah, that was a good encounter phase this time. And so finally we come now to the last mythos phase during this video, and yeah, the storm. So first we have to move this track again, and now it's pretty useful that we close the gate here in Tokyo, because there is still one of these gates open in London. So if we hadn't closed this gate now here in Tokyo, now the Doom track would have moved 2 spaces ahead, so it only moves 1 space ahead, which is, well, bad enough, but I can accept that. Can live with that. Okay. And then it's yeah, we have again this triggering effect here. And so that means now, let me see. When an investigator, here, each investigator in a C space that does not contain an Eldritch token places an Eldritch token on that space. So that's now her. She's on this space here, so we have to place an Eldritch token there. So that slows us, of course, down. The more Eldritch tokens there are, the more problem we will gain. And actually, we didn't spend this clue token to place the Eldritch token here. So that is something we had to do. And the clue tokens are discarded. And at the very, if there are no more clue tokens in the cup, we will place them back in. Okay. Okay, so then this rumor is triggered, and it says simply advance the omen by 1, which is not good because it goes now up here. Okay. And then we have this rumor. So now all assets with 2 or less are removed from the game, so the fine clothes go away. And I think we can fill the reserve now. I'm not absolutely sure about this, but it would make sense. But of course only with an item worth 1 here. We got the protective amulet. It's not so bad. So, well, there's still a chance that we can try to grab a few of these 1 assets. It's not so bad. Okay, and well, And then this token goes away. Okay, what next? I think that's it then. Yeah, so that was this triggering symbol, then another gate opens. Not good. This time in Arkham. Okay. And we have to draw a monster. And that's a ghoul. It's not so bad, I think. Yeah. Well, let's see about that. Okay. Fine. More or less. And, yeah. Then let's see. The storm. The wind suddenly picks up, causing a shiver despite the clear blue sky. Looking to the horizon, you see steely grey clouds approaching. Each investigator discards clues equal to the number of rumor mythos cards in play. You must be kidding me. Okay, that's a pretty bad card. So we lose 2, and she also loses 2. Well, that sucks. Damn. If there are no rumor mythos cards in play, draw and resolve 1 rumor mythos card from the game box. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so that is definitely a... That was not good. Okay. Well. Okay, I mean, the good part is he still has some... okay, we have to live with that. Let's see. Okay, so this is now, yeah, this is now a time to load this up, I think. And, well, it's hard to say. We're not doing exactly great, but I think it could be worse. I mean, the next turns will be that she moves here to Arkham, tries to kill the ghoul and try to close the gate here, and then she will move to London and try to kill the goat spawn and the other gate. Leo Anderson, he can kill that deep one here. And then he still has 2 clues left. And I think that would be enough to, yeah, to move then back here to Panama. And then he can resolve this rumor. And afterward he might actually move here and kill the other deep one. I think that's what we will see in the next turns, basically. While she might be able to move here to Sydney and maybe try to gain the clue token here on the way, and then here in Sydney she can try to close that gate, and she can move that cultist, for example, yeah, either here, that would be an idea, maybe here to the pyramids, and if she then enters the pyramids, she could discard the mummy. So that's because of her special ability, because she's herself a cultist. If there's a cultist monster on your space, discard all monsters on your space or move the cultist monster to any other space. So that's a good way to get rid of tough monsters, actually. But okay. So I think there's still hope left. I'm pretty sure it's going to be an interesting... and maybe we will try to acquire some of these, by the way. That's also... at least she can do this in Tokyo. She might have she might try to acquire some assets. Maybe the revolver or the protective amulet. probably more the revolver. Anyway, okay, so yeah, hope to see you soon. Until then, bye.